Alright everyone, welcome back to Kenshi. So we just finished our setup with our farm and our new house. We haven't started building any of it yet, but we got the groundwork laid and we've got everybody working on the mine. Everything's fully automated now. You can see those guys. Pathing's still a little weird, the guys are moving real slow, but everything is automated now. We don't have to worry about manually transporting things and all that boring stuff. And we still got Keeman over there training and Nando at his research bench. We're about to finish weaponsmithing and then I'll research rum and I'll be able to build a rum still. And from there, who knows what'll happen. Well, we'll make rum, but so that's that for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up so we can get right to the action. You can see there is some action going on over there actually, but we can't. It's over the hill. It's over yonder. So I will speed it up now. Okay, so I just finished research on rum, so now I'm reassigning everybody to go build everything we've laid the groundworks for. We need to have people getting the water, getting the straw, so that way we can proceed to getting the rum. Now that it's finally researched, we're going to go ahead and build that. We have enough materials now, I believe, to build these two buildings in addition to the rum still, so I've just set everybody out to go do that. You can see here they bugged out a little bit and they were just sliding as if they had started working, but their pathing was still taking them down, so they weren't actually working. So I had to click them, drag them back, and now they're working. Construction sped up a lot after I did that, so I guess they weren't actually working on it. It just, the animation showed they were. Sometimes the game can do that. Again, alpha is alpha, everyone. So it looks like they're nearly done on this well. Construction on the well proceeds pretty quick. I mean, it's not a very big building like everything else we've been building. And as soon as that's done, they'll proceed right over to the farm and build that up. And that should go even quicker because that's a resource production thing rather than a building. Even though the well isn't really a building either. So I've set everybody now to go build this farm. They're adding materials. Everybody who has building materials in their inventory will build. So we'll add material, obviously they'll build, but they will add materials to the building itself. So, and depending on their building skill, that will be how fast they add materials to the building, and of course how quickly they will add to the construction time, how quickly the building will be built. When I set down the rum still, everybody immediately just like transferred over to go build the rum still, and I just let them do that. That's not a problem. You can see Grymestone here. He is hauling a majority of the building materials, but everybody else got there quicker, and it doesn't take much to build a rum still, so that's okay. We will need to divert people away from our mines after this though, which is going to slow down our construction material process significantly. But again, it'll be worth it in the end. So I will continue to speed this up while we finish up the construction. Okay, so everything is done building now. We have a farm, we have a well, we have a rum still. The house I'll just put off till later. So now I need to start assigning people to do this. Now only 2 people can work the farm at a time, so I have those 2 go work on the farm. I've got somebody working over there on the well, and I send someone to go over there and work on the rum still. Now the rum still requires both water and straw, and the farm requires water. So the 2 are going to be competing for water from this well, because the well doesn't go quick enough to cover the needs of both. So I'll need to balance that out at some point. But right now we need the wheat straw from our farm to even think about trying to make rum. So I have all the water just going straight to the wheat farm right now. Everybody who isn't assigned to making rum or the rum making process, I've assigned to the 2 stone producing areas respectively, and we are continuing to produce construction materials because that house still only have a framework. Keyman is back at his training post. Just may as well. One person isn't going to make a huge difference, and it would just unbalance that whole stone making process. So the tech, we're almost done with level 2, so I will eventually need to finish this house in order to place that level 2 workbench, but my priorities right now are getting more people. I need people. So I'm focusing mainly on rum right now. It's all about rum. So this whole episode is rum. Where's all the rum gone? So I'm going to pause it while we make the materials required for rum, and I'm going to speed it up. So now that I just finished level 2 of research, I go ahead and go check to see if there was anything new, and there wasn't. And I think that's because I hadn't built the research 2 bench yet. So I went ahead and just added everything that was there onto my research thing, because I didn't know how long it would take for me to get all this rum going in order to sell it, and when I'd be able to build that building. So just for good measure, I added those there. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the reason those didn't show up was because I hadn't built research bench level 2 yet. You have to build it in order to see the next level of upgrades. So we'll get that. We'll see when that comes. But yeah, that was just me checking because I saw that the research thing blipped up, said that you had finished level 2. So right now I'm researching hemp farming, which will allow me to make clothing, which is always nice. It provides some nice armor, and it looks nice on your characters, rather than just bare skin. So right here I assigned Jin to go back to the rum still, and I assigned the other guy over to go work on the stone mine, because I no longer needed any more of the wheat straw. I don't think anyway, I didn't think I did. So I went ahead and just reassigned those guys, so that way we'd be producing only that, and the water wouldn't have to be shared between the farm and the rum still. So with Jin working on the rum still now, I have Grymestone still on the well, and everyone else building construction materials to build a house later on, and all of the other upgrades that I'm now researching. We're getting pretty far ahead on our research now, since this is taking a long time to do. But it'll all be worth it in the end. We'll get some really cool gear, and we'll be able to take on some big roams and bandits. Big bandit roams. What? Big groups of bandits. There we go. Proper English. So I'm realizing now I don't have enough wheat straw. It's using it at a quicker rate than I had previously thought. So I went ahead and reassigned 2 more people to go work on the wheat straw. I had enough water to supply them both now, because Grymestone had gotten a build up, since he was using the water a little slow enough to where Grymestone could outpace him. So I've got Jen still working on the rum still, but I needed more wheat straw and probably needed more water. So I went ahead and got those guys working on one more batch of wheat straw, then I'll reassign them so the water can go straight to Jen. So here I'm just kind of fiddling around with their gear, checking out what it looks like, because not much to do. It shows what the katana straight is, what its stats are. It's definitely a cutting weapon, so it'll show you the stats. It also, certain weapons will give you certain bonuses. So the katana, for instance, gives an attack bonus. Some katanas will give you a negative defense bonus, though, so you gotta watch for those trade-offs. Whereas some will give you a big defense bonus, they will lose your attack bonus. Well, after a very long process of having to work all that out, we finally made our first bottle of rum. It took us forever, but we finally got a bottle, and I'm probably going to end the episode here. So we got our farm up, we got our well up, we started working our farm and our well, we got everything done. Now we are ready to go get more people. We've got a lot of construction materials, we got some rum to sell. I think we're ready. So I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe to the video, and check out next week for Tuesday and Thursday uploads. Thanks. See you next time.